down. All right. Let's see. Okay, it says you're
Oh,
live on
okay.
YouTube.
It's working. It's a new stream.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me tell people to go to this one instead. It's working?
I see the
Okay.
screen now.
Okay, Millie says she sees it.
Okay, cool. Kiana?
Hello.
Okay, I think we're good. Does
Great.
Millie still see it?
Yeah,
Also,
Millie, you still see it?
I'm hearing this
Let me see.
repeat
I
for
went into
me
the
for
other
some reason.
chat to help.
Oh, if you have the stream open, it's probably that. Just make sure to mute it.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. She sees it?
Yeah, I can see it on my end too. I have it open.
Okay.
But on mute on my side.
Stream is streaming.
I'm gonna send it to my subscribers.
Yeah. Are you in the other chat, Millie?
I dropped the link, but I don't know how many people are.
Yeah. Emily, it might be worth going into the old chat and telling people.
Okay.
Since you're the creator, it'll highlight.
Oh, wait, I see. Here, someone wrote in the chat, actually. Or you did. Thank you.
Yeah. It'll highlight yours, though, so it might be, since you're the stream owner, it'll probably work better. Sick. We figured it out, guys. Don't even worry about it. Let me pop this out.
It's working, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's working.
Okay, so I can close out these other things. Oh my gosh.
Yo, hello everybody. Try going crazy.
Hey, so sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what to blame it on except I'm a millennial, so but I'm really sorry about that original video not being the video you need to come to. Whoa, that is amateur. But we're okay.
Yeah. Figured it out.
So yeah, guys, Kiana and I, we liked each other's pilots a lot. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So good.
So yeah, we just kind of got in touch, and then we were on this this animation world summit panel together. We just happened to be like the next week or something. And
yeah, the timing was crazy because like I did just like randomly get the your pilot recommended to me. And
nice.
I was like, oh my god, so cool.
By YouTube?
Yeah, like it just showed up. I think after I was watching a different pilot, like a few people had dropped their pilots like on a similar day, and then I saw yours, and I was like, oh my god, so cool. And then literally like after the weekend, got the like the email being like, hey, come to World Animation Summit. Emily Brundage will be there. And I was like, oh,
crazy.
It's like insane timing.
Yeah. No, that was really fun. But yeah, and I don't know, I feel like, my show's a little younger, but I feel like our shows could live on the same planet, kind of, like both kind of
Yeah.
about outsiders and, there's violence in both of them.
Yeah.
Both
different flavors of
two male
violence.
characters get their comeuppance.
Yeah. You love
Yeah.
to see it.
But yeah, Kiana and I wanted to kind of talk about the state of animation and indie animation and kind of our hopes and dreams. Well, that's what I'd like to talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as you know, you guys all know Kiana Khansmith, I'm assuming, because like she's awesome and she has a gazillion subscribers and fans. And yeah, so she's the creator of this awesome new indie show called Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. And it's so good. It's just like it made me laugh so much when Aka beat the prince, the prince's knees, with the lead pipe. It was so good. Because it's just like that moment where things get wild, like where you're not expecting things to take that twist, kind of almost like tonally,
right?
And then it just like catches you, like takes your breath away. Like I kind of feel like there's a younger version of that, like at the end of my pilot, when you realize like Franny's whole motivation was to have her teacher jump out the window, right? It's like, oh damn, so she's dark. Yeah. But so let's see here. Kiana, why did you decide to, like, what was it inside of you that made you finally do this, like make your own project?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a crazy story or anything. It was very like on a whim. I was just coming off of directing for like 3 years on Big City Greens and was choosing to go back to being a storyboard artist, and I wanted to make sure that I could still storyboard and like create something out of nothing. So I was like, oh, I just created this character like a month ago. If like it was over my hiatus. Like right before my hiatus started, I was like, okay, I should probably like do some boarding practice and like try to make my own thing. And like the second thing was because the animation industry is kind of in the gutter right now, I wanted to have a portfolio piece. Like this was initially just going to be a portfolio piece for me because I've never had a portfolio before. I got hired out of school, like very, like I'm very grateful for that.
Wonderkind.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I like to call you.
Yeah, no, I got
Sorry
so lucky.
If you don't like that.
But, no, it's great.
You're only 28, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I got hired out of school, I never finished making a portfolio. Like the senior class was like, "Oh, get a portfolio made," so that's how you're gonna get hired. But I ended up just getting hired off of Twitter for Pokemon fan art.
Twitter, yeah,
yeah, I know.
That's super cool though.
So like yeah, I never had a portfolio and was kind of finding like now whenever people ask for like samples of my work, it's been just I can only show stuff I've done on Big City Greens because I've never really done a board piece for myself. And like those tend to be outdated because
they're like college pieces.
Yeah. Well, not even that. Just like even episodes I worked on were like they're usually like a year out from when they actually air and you can actually share them.
Right.
So like even by the time it's been a year, I'm like, man, these boards are rough. And similarly, like when I worked on Pokemon as well, like I really liked those boards and they were very different than like Big City Greens. It's like, oh, okay, it's something different than what I usually do.
Yeah.
But like even now looking back at those, I'm like, oh, not as
Yeah,
great.
makes sense. Makes sense. I feel the
Yeah.
same way with my writing. Like I can't
Right.
show them like my pilot from 10 years ago anymore,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So at least with like
Um,
this, like it's more recent and it's like a story that is based around something close to my heart and it's very my sense of humor, it's my writing, it's my visual style. It just felt more me versus just like, oh, here's like 8 years of Big City Greens work that I've done.
right, right.
So that
Well,
was the
we're
initial.
all very grateful that you
Yeah.
did that.
No, I am too. Like it's been like a really incredible journey. I really didn't think it was gonna go anywhere because like it did start as just a portfolio, whatever.
Right.
So it's been yeah, really cool trying to navigate how I can try get more done and yeah, do it outside of the studio system if I
Yeah.
can.
I feel like it's good right now to have like one foot or one toe outside of the studio system,
Yeah.
anyways, like just because of where things seem to be headed, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Um,
Just like there's so few green lights. Like I've seen so many of my friends kind of go through the like, oh, like I've got a development deal. This is great. We're going into development for like how we don't know how many years, and then all of
mhm.
a sudden the network decides like, oh, actually we don't want this. Like, oh, we don't think this is the right time for this. We don't have the
Yeah,
money, but
yeah, it's
like for whatever reason.
infuriating. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And just
heartbreaking too.
and like the worst
Yeah,
part is like not actually owning it because then legally they've like paid you to make it, so it's theirs and you can't take it anywhere else unless you like
yeah.
buy it back for however much money.
Yeah,
And
I know
I didn't want
someone
to.
who's in that situation. Like she made a pilot of her like dream baby show,
Mhm.
basically, and with Cartoon Network, and she's in the position where like she's determined to buy it back, even though it's going to
Mm,
cost upwards
yeah,
of like 50 grand. Just
right.
like, so it's. I think this is the right way to do things to create shows now.
Yeah, no, it feels like more feasible than it ever has. I'm still like it's hard to like, it's not a very lucrative thing still, but it
Mm.
is like, oh, at least I'm making the show that I want to, and it's like at least seeing the light of day versus yeah, it just going to waste in like a studio's hands. So yeah, I'm excited for the future of indie, and I'm hoping it becomes more sustainable. Because
I know
I
there's a
think most of us
lot.
aren't making money from doing this. It truly is
Yeah, I
just kind
feel
of
like
for the love of the game.
we're on that edge where it's like we know there is some successful model here, or maybe different versions of a successful model, like where
Hmm.
you can actually it can be lucrative, but we're just on like the precipice of like more people investing in that idea
Yeah.
and literally investing money in like YouTubers too.
Hmm.
So I feel like I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure that out somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
but like to
yeah.
that though, like I would love to know like why you were inspired to make your pilot as well. It's that like you we're kind of alluding to it, but
Oh, Strawberry Vampire.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, gosh, I've had so many shows go into development. It's not to humble brag, but like I think I've sold 8 shows, original shows in like my career and gone into development on 8 original shows. Um, and with my last show, which I made a show called Goldie for Apple TV, about a
Nominated, by
giant.
the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Congratulations.
thank you, thank you. It was it's up for 2 Emmy Awards, including Best Writing, which makes me happy. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, that started as a short, and I made Goldie the short because I was in that position that you were saying a lot of your friends have been in, where I make so many original shows and then they never can see the light of day, and I don't own them, so I can't do anything with them after that like end date at a studio.
Right.
So that was just my reaction. I just wanted to like create something that was my own, that was exactly as I wanted it, and that I could share with people. And then it just kind of, everything fell into place, like exactly as I planned, kind of with Goldie. Like it went through a bunch of festivals because I just wanted to like let it live for a while. And then at the end of the festival run, I got serious about pitching it. And by the time I was pitching it, a lot of these studio executives had already seen it and were like passing it around. So when I was pitching it, there were already like warm vibes, in the room. And so I think I'm like repeating that in a way. Like I got to that point after like pitching on other people's projects so many times, and a lot of times not getting a job, but like competing against other writers, showrunners to pitch, and you do all this mental work and development just to give that pitch, and I was doing so many of those, and it was depleting me and making me kind of depressed and like losing my creative spark. And so I've always wanted to do a project that's like a love letter to my mom's side of the family, my grandma especially, who they're Jewish Hungarian immigrants and Holocaust survivors, and they immigrated to Southern California. And they're Hungarian, so they have that accent. And my husband, when he first met like a lot of my older relatives, like my grandma and my great uncle, he was like delighted that my family just sounded like vampires.
Yeah.
And so I thought that it just kind of clicked because I was finding all these like symbolic ways to do that story without it having to get too dark, like because of the reason they left,
Right.
And I was figuring things out like, okay, I can replace Nazis with like something sillier, the Sour Grumpires. And I thought of, I don't know if you know, like the Yellow Submarine animated
yes, yeah.
movie. Yeah, like the Blue Meanies.
Yeah.
Like it kind of felt like a fun interpretation or just like one you can be silly with.
No, I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've seen somebody mention this before, but it's like, I feel like a lot of people who are doing indie animation, like myself included, like, come from a children's television background, and like being able to go indie means like, oh, we could go crazy and like do more adult stuff, and like it's been very cathartic to be able to do that. But it is nice that like there are people like you who are still making like kid shows on the internet and like on YouTube, just because YouTube is a little bit of a hellscape, I feel like, for younger kids.
It's
like it's just so easy to find garbage or just stuff that's not appropriate for them. So it's nice that there are people making like kid-friendly stuff like for YouTube, or like for like that's like accessible for kids, and like something they can kind of call their own, in like in a time where it's very just kind of, they're getting our rehated nachos and all of like the
skibbities.
That, and just like what am I thinking of? Like reboots. That's the word I was thinking of.
Oh
Like so
yeah,
many
yeah,
reboots.
yeah.
Like yeah, it's nice to see this and like I know K-pop Demon Hunters comes into that conversation a lot where it's like, oh, this is like the first time in a while kids are getting like a real like original story, like this generation of kids that like they can be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I grew up with this. This was like my
It's
favorite
really
movie and it's
cool,
like not just like
actually.
Toy Story
Yeah.
5 or something.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
cool that like I don't know, like one day kids will be able to be like, oh yeah, I grew up on like Strawberry Vampire on YouTube.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know, I
would
think
be
it's great.
cool. Thank you. Yeah, I think it partly comes to from my having I have a 7-year-old daughter, so like I want her to be able to watch the things I create,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I also I like that limitation in a way of like trying to find that um boundary between like, or not boundary, but like that tone that is funny to adults and kids
Mm-hmm.
and interesting to kids, that doesn't, I'm not gonna like start cursing or anything like
Mm-hmm.
just there are, it's like a family show. It's
Mm-hmm.
like it's gonna speak to some of the adults problems too, and um I mean, if I did a series, but anyways, yeah, I think there's a lot of buzz right now, at least with like a couple of people I talked to. We've been talking about just like that there is this opportunity for like almost like 6 to 11 demo kids shows, indie shows on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
because there isn't like a glitch or something like that kids can go to.
Right.
And so it's kind of like figuring out what that's going to be. It might start as like independent channels like mine, Little Tuffy, and various others. And then maybe the next stage will be like making more channel, like bigger channel type things. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um, so, oh yeah. Um, I wanted to know what if you had any favorite scenes from the Strawberry Vampire pilot. I think you know
Oh
my
yeah.
favorite scene from your pilot.
Yeah. I think I have two. Like a very like specific moment is definitely when like Straw Mama comes in and then says the like, oh, you have the lemon expression. I don't like this on you. Like it's so cute and like I love the line because it's very uh like it's very sweet, but then also like so specific to the world that you created where it's like oh yeah like they have like fruit like metaphors and stuff like I like it just makes sense. I was like very delighted by that, but also like that section also being like animated by Mercury Filmworks was gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I also really enjoyed the like the jumping out the window bit where like because like it's just like really a comedically really worked for me because it's set up in the very beginning and it's like okay well we know he's gonna jump out the window
Yeah,
at some
yeah.
point but then like
That's like the
I didn't
promise I make to the
yeah
audience.
no
Yeah.
exactly so like I went into it being like okay yeah well that's gonna happen which I was like okay waiting for it but then I thought it was really fun how you tied it into the spelling bee like as soon as I heard defenestration I was like oh okay
Yeah, yeah.
that's good and then him not actually like jumping out the window like I thought he was actually gonna do it I was like oh can we like is that allowed
Yeah,
like
that's
is it
the
weird for him
line
to
I walk is like, is Franny that cruel? Like she
yeah
doesn't push him out the window. He just
yeah that's
like
what I
gets
was
his
wondering.
comeuppance. Like
Yeah, that's what I was like
karma.
thinking was gonna happen, but then it was like a
Mhm.
Rube Goldberg just cartoony silliness for him to get out the window, which like I think worked really well. So it was like a I don't know, it was like a nice way to set up a joke that like okay, like could be predictable, but like you executed it in like a like very different way than what I've seen before that I think was really fun.
Thanks.
But yeah, I really like that. And also like defenestrate is such a good word. I learned it like it's really funny because I didn't know that there was a word for that until like
Yeah.
a few years ago because like my old board partner, like his vocabulary goes crazy and he would just like drop words left and right. And then like I think he said defenestrate before and I was like, what is that? And he's like, oh, you know, like when somebody jumps out a window, like when you break a window. And I was like, there's a word for that, and that just like has stuck with me. So like as soon as like it was like in Strawberry Vampire, I was like, I know what that means.
Yeah. You get the joke. You're like the Smarties that get the joke a second faster.
Yeah.
Because then she explains what it means for the rest of us.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I was delighted by that. I was like, I know what that means.
Well, I wanted to talk about some other moments of your pilot that I really loved. So I really liked that moment when, remind me of not Aika, but the other girl's name.
Oh, yeah.
Zira. When Zira like has almost like this like tropey moment where she's like, what does she say? Like,
oh yeah, kind of a loser.
Yeah.
The glasses push up.
And like, the kind of
super anime.
Well, it's anime, but also like what's the word I'm trying to say? Just like kind of over the top, like melodrama, campiness.
Yeah,
that's what I was looking for. Yeah.
No, it was really fun to like get that line. It's really funny because her voice actress Benita Barr is also like a theater kid, which I learned while we were recording, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, lean into that, like
yeah.
Like that's the vibe. It was
such
I'm
a good read. Yeah.
We did
that's
like
cool.
I think we did maybe like 3 or 4 reads of that one, and like as soon as I said or she like kind of brought up theater kid, I was like, oh my god, yeah, that like anime protagonist just like like push up the glasses moment. She's like, oh, understood. And then she freaking nailed
it.
But yeah, that was such a fun line to
to
kind of nail down. She like gave us like a lot of extra like little chuckles too, just like well, you see. It was just like it was really cute.
Really
like
funny.
It was so fun. I love recording voice actors. That was a great moment as well.
I also the other thing I was gonna mention is like I love all the princes vamping.
Yeah.
You know? Like I just love, you play with the tropes in such a like fun, campy way. That I really liked.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah. No, Eclipse is great. Like, I'm playing on the anime, like Chinyobi trope, where it's just somebody who's like, I don't know if this is the right word, like
tuxedo mask kind of.
More like, I think it tends to be for like younger characters who are living in like a fantasy, who like think that they are like more important or like magical than they actually are.
So
that's the kind of the trope I'm kind of pulling from for him. And that was like another important thing for me. Like I'm using like a lot of anime tropes, so I really wanted to hire anime voice actors so they're like they get it. And Alex Lee,
I can tell.
Yeah, Alex Lee is Eclipse's voice actor, and he all like immediately understood the assignment. He's like, all right, this is this is what this kid's about. And like I don't know, it's something like I'm going back to gushing about the voice actors, but like I don't know, when you sit like with the script for so long and like like even a board, you're just like, God, is this even like funny anymore? Because like you hear it in your head, like the way that like you have like a specific like intonation or way that you've been like pitching it or saying it, that you're like, oh, I don't know if this is like working, I don't know. But then like when you record it and like hear the ways like the voice actors interpret it, you're like, oh my God, no, this will hit. They just bring like a new life to it, which I think is really cool.
They bring it to life. I felt the same way about like Nancy. Yeah, for sure. Like
who's her voice? I
Katie Crown.
Yes, Katie Crown.
Yeah,
oh my God,
yeah.
So good.
She's just
she's in
hilarious.
like so many things too, right?
Yeah.
Think of other roles that she's been in, but like I feel like I've grown up hearing her voice. So like when I heard her in your pilot, I was like, oh, I think I know who that is. Like it sounds so familiar.
Yeah,
she did. She plays like a really good like what do you call it? Like sympathetic mean girl. Like where you're like, oh, like she seems like she could be nice, but like she's like putting like a really horrible front at the moment.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No, it's gonna be really fun. Oh yeah, so I guess I sort of have an announcement. So this year I'm gonna be doing a second Kickstarter for Strawberry Vampire. And originally I was gonna try to raise the funds to get the whole pilot animated by Mercury Filmworks, but it was just gonna cost so much money, and I like wouldn't feel confident enough to try to raise it. And so I decided that, perhaps better than getting to see the pilot episode like in its full, like vision, would be getting to see more Strawberry Vampire episodes, like stories. So the Kickstarter is going to be to fund episode 2 and 3 animatics. And therefore I can like not shoot for the stars totally with the goal, which will be kind of a relief. Because I think I'll just try to raise 50K versus 300K.
Right.
So, and I've been like planning out already, trying to prep the prizes. So like one of my daughter's friend's parents has a 3D printer, and he helped me make these prototypes for the toys. Cute. I just need to do a few like touch-ups. But this is definitely going to be one of the rewards.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's honestly the smart route, though. Like, personally, I'm very pro just get the story out there. Like, I don't know, I get invested, like, personally, like, more invested in characters than I do, like, the look of whatever I'm watching. Like, it helps. Like, for me, like, I know some people, like, really value, like, the actual animation itself.
Why didn't you wait till it was animated before you uploaded this?
Yeah, which is fair, but I do think in general most people just enjoy seeing characters and like what happens next in the story and like where they go. And I mean that's also why I'm doing like I've just moved on to doing an animatic for episode 2 as well. It's just like, oh yeah, like let's just like keep it going.
Too. I was like, oh, and Kiana's doing that.
Yeah. It's just like I don't know, I'd rather like keep the story going rather than like trying to revisit stuff that's
makes
like,
sense.
I come out. I don't know.
Yeah, I had that thought too. Like it seems like much more fun to watch more of the characters than like retread the same story.
Yeah, and then like you never know. Like if you get like from making more of the story, like get more traction, then like that's when you can get the funds to maybe go back and just like make the rest. I feel like that's something you can always revisit, but it's like I don't know. There's something fun about like, oh yeah, let's just keep writing the story and like seeing more of the characters, like endear the audience to the characters before like fully diving in on like one thing. But I think that's like a good idea because like I personally like I guess this is just me as an artist though, like seeing the vertical slice you did like with Mercury, it's like, oh yeah, I could perfectly like imagine what the whole show would look like in this style. Like I'm okay just kind of imagining like the characters now. Like I've seen the vision, now I'm ready to see like what else is down the line personally.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I'll probably try to launch it no later than March.
Nice.
Hopefully earlier, maybe February. So yeah, just go for it. And that'll be like whatever happens to me professionally this year. Like there's going to be ups and downs because I don't have a regular job right now. So I'm kind of like sniffing out the next gig for now. But it'll be nice to have this like to ground me in the background, like my passion project. So like even if something disappoints in reality, I can go back to my creative hub, my little world, you know?
Yeah. I feel like it's important to have that. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize, like whether, like, or not, like, you are working. Like, because, like, I am fortunate enough to be working on Big City Greens and having, like, a job right now. But it is, like, really nice to be able to go to like a different project just to like turn my brain off from like the work and focus on my thing. Like it just keeps you creatively fulfilled, and I think that's important for anybody, like, or any artist who's just making stuff. Like it's nice to create for yourself a lot of the time.
So anyways, that'll be cool. And I also wanted to know, well, I don't know. We don't have to follow anything.
Yeah.
I feel like we just talked about what we liked about each other's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm down for whatever.
So is there going to be, or is there already a Pretty Please storefront?
Oh no, I'm not like that.
Why not?
Oh, merch seems like so much work, but I am.
But what if you do it like the way I do, like through Printful, or like where they take care of the shipping and everything?
Oh yeah, I'm currently, like, I've worked with Makeshift before, like for the plushies and stuff, and that's been nice. Like, and I think I'm allowed to say it, but I am like working on them again with for something else that I'm hoping to drop around the episode 2 drop.
Awesome.
If it happens to work out. But as far as like an actual store with stuff, I haven't dove into that yet, but I think it'd be cool too. That might be like a venture for this year, but it's also the kind of thing with like, because I'm talking to like studios and like production companies and stuff, I don't want to like overstep in case they want to be like the people to be like, oh, we want to do this with merch and this and this. So I'm having my managers and my lawyers kind of like figure that out for me right now.
Cool.
But like I was very lucky that the Makeshift campaigns did like well enough where I've been able to like help fund episode 2. Because I was very lucky that like most of the people on the pilot, like they were just doing it for fun and just like out of the goodness of their heart, which was like really kind of them.
Right.
But like I don't want to keep having to just ask for favors.
That's why I'm raising more money so that I can pay everyone correctly this time.
No, absolutely. Like, I mean, I went into the pilot with it just being like, oh yeah, this is just for fun, I'm not gonna do anything with it. But now that I am, it's like, okay, I want to make sure like my friends are being compensated, everybody who helped me last time is being compensated. So luckily I was able to kind of pull from that the merch money that I made, which is now almost depleted. So I need to do I need to do more now. So hopefully the next merch drop will kind of help keep that going. But
awesome.
Also hoping that maybe I won't have to worry about that so much, and like that it'll get picked up somewhere, or like somebody will just give me money because
I
hate going on the internet and asking for money personally. Which is like honestly like no shame in it. It's just like it is exhausting. Like it's really hard to do. Like I respect everybody who could like keep a Kickstarter going. Like I just don't think I'm built for it and like don't want to. I don't have to. So
you shouldn't have to. We'll I feel like you have enough momentum behind Pretty Please.
Yeah.
And that's what
that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, all the support, like I don't know who's all in the chat right now, but if you guys bought a plushie or anything, just know that it's helping me make more right now and I really appreciate it. But yeah, hoping to get more stuff made so that like I can if it doesn't get picked up, I could keep just making it on my own and making money through little merch shops here and there and just dipping into my own savings a little bit, which I don't mind.
It's Disney money.
Yeah, I know, literally.
Literally.
It's been it's been really nice to be able to like I feel like I'm a pretty frugal person. Like I don't buy like a lot of stuff for myself. So it's nice to like I feel okay using my money to pay my friends and to have it go into like a project that I really care about. So yeah, it's really nice.
That's cool. And I hope that like what if you were offered basically something that supported you as well as Big City, but like you know, was only a guarantee, was your own thing, but was only a guarantee for a few years, although hopefully more. Like, would you feel like maybe it would be the right time to commit to it?
I think so. Like for Magical Girl, like if I were to
that's what I mean.
think so. I like I think it would be really like a really hard decision because I've been on Big City Greens for so long and it's so stable and like everything I've learned is essentially from being on that show. But I have been there for 8 years and I think like for a project like this that's so near and dear to my heart, like I would love to try. It would definitely be like a riskier option than just hanging out on Big City Greens, which I'm pretty sure is gonna go on forever. Like
maybe
I don't know, I think it feels like the like a natural progression. And honestly, and then even if it doesn't work out in the end, hopefully Big City Greens will still be going.
No, I would hope there wouldn't be any hard feelings about when it's your own show. I feel like showrunners usually are pretty understanding.
Oh yeah,
like if you have
like,
to
Chris and Shane have been so sweet and like supportive of the project. Like the whole crew has. Like I'm so thankful for them. Like a lot of them got like the Ica plushie when it came out, and a lot of them like watched like the pilot when it dropped. It's super sweet. Like I don't know, I think everybody cares about everybody and just wants like animation, like especially like right now, like animation being so bad, it's just like we just want to see like everybody else succeed. So like I definitely felt the love and like I think they would help support like any way they could, which I don't know, that's like the sign of like a really good crew, I think.
A family.
Exactly.
That's really cool. I haven't had that crew kind of feeling in a long time. Well, I guess since my show. But I pretty much ended like in 2023, I think, mostly.
Okay.
So but it is really nice, like having that kind of collaboration family feeling. But I like that with the Kickstarter, like when I did Strawberry Vampire, you know, a lot of that was just me like communicating one-on-one with my board artist
Yeah. Oh, that's
and
great.
like chatting and like laughing about, like she could just send me, you know, stills and stuff like, oh, like this, what do you think of this? And you know, I would say, oh, that's amazing, that's perfect, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what it should be. I think like
Yeah.
and I've been working like in TV like specifically like for a very long time and it is very just like oh, go 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 and like Big City Greens is pretty good about like taking the time to like oh like let's appreciate everybody's work but like at the end of the day it's just kind of like oh we have to keep making stuff but it's been
Yeah.
nice with Magical Girl that I'm like it is just me and like I'm not adhering to any specific like deadlines and like there's like when we do like recording sessions it's not like oh you only have like 1 hour we gotta like just knock out these lines like I'm able to like talk to the voice actors and kind of catch up and like really find that read I don't know just take our time with it and have fun like it's really refreshing it's super nice.
Yeah. So gosh. Oh, well, what I wanted to talk to you about too is like what's your opinion about what do you see for the the next like 4 years of animation,
Ooh,
the state of
dang,
animation? And
that's the question.
like, do you feel
Years.
like you have any sense of what it's going to be like?
I think I don't know. I don't think the like animation like the industry is gonna like get a whole lot better. I think it's gonna start to recover. Like
Mm-hmm.
just because like for me at least like on the inside like at Disney it has been nice to actually see like like job postings again. There was like a
Oh,
period of time where it was like oh there's like nothing is happening at all.
yeah, yeah.
So I am like noticing that like okay there's like at least like job listings now like
That's
something's
good.
happening.
Yeah, that's
Um
hopeful.
yeah
But
so
I
like
guess like even beyond that, uh sorry,
like for
these are
indie as well.
big animation questions. No, but the model, like the old model of doing things
Mm,
on like a streaming channel like Disney Plus even.
right. Yeah, I
Um
think it'll probably I want to say it'll probably change. I don't think it is though. Like it's the kind of thing where all these studios have been doing this for like how many years now that like them having to like pivot would mean that they have to take massive risk in like overhauling everything that they know and
yeah.
like rewiring their brains to work like for the internet, which I don't think they'll do just
It's
because they're
kind of
so
like
risk averse.
they should have kind of planned for this like 5 years
Yeah.
ago.
No,
Like it's kind
exactly.
of strange that I feel like people are these studios, you know, these people are so used to the old way of doing things that like even if the data was there in front of their faces almost like
Yeah.
they couldn't like really face the change. Yeah, like
The
the
thing is, they
amount of
want to see
change they'd
someone
have to make.
else take the risk and do it first and have it be successful.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's like what
Yeah.
happened with like what was that? Almost 10 years ago now with like Netflix kind of just like, oh, let's like do streaming and like also make our own animation studio and we're going to pay everybody a ton of money and we're going to do this. And like it worked well for like a while and then like years later Disney was like, "Oh, we have Disney Plus now that we're going to do the same thing." Like they waited for Netflix to do it
Right.
well first and
Right.
be like, oh,
And
okay, we
then they were
can.
too late.
Yeah, they were too late, and then all the money was gone, and that's why we're
Yeah.
here now in
Yeah.
this situation. So it's like, I think it's gonna be like a repeat of like, oh, if like they're kind of watching like I know like these big studios are like watching Glitch and like watching like what
Mm.
Viv is doing with Spindle Horse and stuff, and
Mm.
then they're like, okay, well, this is something, but also it's like they're not a big like actual studio like us though, so it's like probably different, which is why they haven't really jumped into it yet. But so like until like Disney or like Warner Brothers or something like fully like commits to trying to do like an online series and like make a ton of money, like I don't think they're gonna follow suit or like
Yeah.
or I don't think they're gonna really nobody's gonna really try until some like a different bigger studio attempts and like shows that it can be done.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't know, like Glitch and yeah, Spindlehorse are kind of like ahead of the game because
Oh yeah.
they did it and like were able to build that new foundation kind of from like from the ground up. And it works very specifically for them, but like it's also a model that I think is pretty flexible versus like what like this old way of doing TV kind of is. Because like I've talked to like the Glitch guys a couple times, and it was like yeah, it makes sense. Like just invest in your properties, make merch, take the merch money, put it back in, and like I don't know, it's just makes sense. But like studios don't want to really do that anymore, and they're like, oh, we have to make merch for our shows and get people invested in our shows, but that doesn't make sense. We have to like make it run longer. That way it's more money, and it's like they're not, it's like very short-sighted versus like I don't know, taking a chance and like the risks. Like I feel like these new indie studios are like willing and wanting to take risk and like just make something different, which I think is what people want. And yeah, studios don't want to do that because it's not super profitable. Like it's not supposed to be at first, but that's how you build an audience. And yeah, build that foundation, and then it pays off like after. It's not going to be like they want the instant gratification.
Right. And I feel like it's all a question now whether Disney or all these places like whether they make the change soon enough.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or whether they wait too long, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see.
But I feel like the horrible thing kind of about the state of the industry right now is that there are no jobs.
Yeah.
Or very few. But the exciting thing about the industry right now is there's a lot of opportunity, if that makes sense. You know, you've probably, if you're at all like reading articles about media these days, like you see people saying that 2026 is the year of the creator,
right,
or the influencer, and they say that because data shows now that, you know, the most popular YouTubers have a way bigger view count and following than like any brand like Disney does. That it's more like I won't say kids today. Kids today. But the younger people are kind of putting their trust in individuals.
Right.
Rather than, you know, like Jaden Animations, like rather than, I don't know, Cartoon Network. Or something
like a corporation, or like a
corporation.
Studio.
Yeah. So I think that kind of, that like everyone should kind of be trying to find their niche like in this world of opportunity, I guess, or at least trying. Like it is really the time to experiment and like try to get a foothold somewhere in this space, this new space.
Yeah, no, it's totally, it's more doable than it ever was, for sure. It is like it is a hard road, and it is like like we were talking about, it's not like the most sustainable thing at the moment, but but that's the thing though. Like you have to take the risk sometimes if you want to.
It's like a startup.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a bunch of little startups.
Yeah, no, truly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just being willing to invest in yourself or like invest in other creators and yeah, supporting through Kickstarters and watching people's stuff. Like it all helps towards like that goal of yeah, just making something cool and be able to make it for a long time.
Yeah. And speaking of that, thank you, Kiana, for like you're so generous and taking the time to talk with me and like to share your fan base with me in this way. Because like it's gonna take generous creators like you to really help fold in the newer creators, and kind of like having that support is just really cool. And it makes me like excited for this community.
No, me too. I think like that's the kind of like I don't know, I've seen like both sides of it. Like I feel like the indie like animation community is like largely pretty tight and like everybody is trying to like support each other, but I have seen like there's like a lot of infighting as well where I'm like, oh, that makes me so sad. Like I feel like we're all trying to like we all have the same goal. Like we're all just trying to make something cool, make our projects happen. Like why are we having to tear others down in order to feel like good about our show? I don't know. Like it's always bizarre when I see like that kind of discourse kind of pop up. Like not even just from like fans or like people watching it. Like I feel like that's pretty par for the course. But seeing like other creators attack other creators, I'm like, what are we doing? Like we don't like this is what we're trying to get away from. Like let's not.
Yeah, it's kind of pathetic.
Yeah,
it's like
it's really sad.
This is how you're gonna spend your energy. Like really?
Yeah.
Like shouldn't you be like at least impressed by anyone who creates something and shares it with the world? Like
yeah, that's the thing. I think I don't know. I feel like we are in like a weird age of like parasocial relationships and like entitlement that like I don't know, if something doesn't immediately impress you, it's like, oh, it's bad. But I don't know, like not everything's for everyone. Like not everybody likes Magical Girl and that's okay. But it's like I don't know, like whatever I've seen like a indie project that I'm like, oh, I'm not like crazy about this, but it's like incredible that somebody made this. Like animation takes so much effort and time that it's really cool that somebody like saw their vision through first of all and like brought together like a bunch of people, like clearly had fun with it. I don't know, it's just like hard for me to hate on anything that like somebody clearly loved making,
especially when we're faced with all of this AI slop now. Like gosh, isn't it like just such a breath like a fresh air when you see something that's handmade at all? Like
no, truly.
But yeah, I just think that this is like the way we step into the future is like holding each other up rather than pushing down.
I think like I don't know, a win for anybody in indie animation is kind of like a win for everybody else. Like it's pushing like what we can do and like the scope of what like is possible and like only brings like more like eyes to like other projects and stuff like that. Because I mean like it's been crazy to see like the switch up on like Glitch a lot of the time. Like people are like, Glitch is like the Disney of indie animation now, blah blah blah, they do all this, and it's like, well no. Like first of all, they are still indie, like they're like uplifting like so many creators.
It's like you get burned for when you become successful.
And like they are like they've done so
you're not
much.
allowed to be or something.
Like, yeah. Like, yeah. I don't know. I feel like they've really kind of like, same thing with like Has Been and like Hell of a Boss too. Like it had like did kind of like carve a path for like, oh, this is possible. Like they were the like maybe not the first, but like the most prominent examples right now that like yeah, made it possible for like, or made other people realize like, oh, I can like do like this can be sustainable.
Yeah.
And like in I don't know, it's like hope. I don't know. Like at the very least it's like hope.
Yeah. Also FYI, like every production, indie or company funded, like there are gonna be hiccups. Mm-hmm. And especially if there's a new showrunner or even an experienced showrunner who doesn't know something or miscommunicates something, you know, like there's just a lot of room for error. Yeah. It's not like Pluribus. Sorry, I love that show.
Right. Yeah.
Can't stop thinking about it. But like, just like it's not like a hive mind, you know?
Right.
Like we're individuals, and sometimes we clash, and sometimes we have bad days, you know. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what like everyone's been accused of. I'm not speaking to that, mm-hmm. you know. But there will always be like some disgruntled person, too.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think that's the other thing with indie. Like people like hold indie creators up to like such a high standard now as well that mm-hmm. it's like I think like a lot of people need to realize like, oh, a lot of like for a lot of people this is their first time like running a show at all. Like, and that's
give them a little slack.
Yeah, it's like again, just really, again, at the core of it, it's just like really cool that somebody made something. Animation is not easy, and it's really cool to see people like who haven't really done it before, like doing it.
Yeah,
because even like for myself, like I have been in the industry for like like I said, 8 years, but there's still so much I don't know, like on mm-hmm. the like especially like the post end. Like I'm mm-hmm. like my experience is very specific to like storyboarding and writing mm-hmm. and editing, and then after that I'm like I don't know what happens. So mm-hmm. it's like imagine somebody who hasn't been in the industry for like 8 years like just trying to make something like that's really hard, and it's hard to figure out and navigate. So I think it's worth giving people like that grace of let them figure it out. Like they're probably trying their best. Like I mean I can't speak for everybody, but I'm like if you're trying to make a cartoon, I feel like
and then
you are trying your best to some capacity.
If they really do end up turning into like a bunch of Mark Zuckerbergs or something, like let the trials happen then,
right?
You know,
yeah, like, exactly.
We're not there yet,
right?
Yeah, people seem to be somewhat human still.
Yeah.
Well, Kiana, was there anything else you wanted to ask me about Story Vampire? Anything else?
I don't know. I just really think like again, it's super cool that you were able to make it happen, and then took your project into your own hands, and created something so good, and like I don't know, it's just so polished and tight, and like you had a good team, which I guess that's like a question. How did you find your team? Were they all people that you've like worked with before, or did you were you like reaching out to new people, or
what's the mix of people these were all people I had worked with before basically. So there were a lot of people who I loved who worked on my show Goldie at Mercury who were laid off because of the lack of work there, and so my crew was mostly made up of like past Goldie collaborators who were out of work. And out of work or like freelancing. And so I hired like one of my favorite storyboard artists, Melissa Shu from Goldie, who I just like have been in love with her boards since forever. Since I like saw her Hilda boards when I was story editing on Hilda. They're just so charming, and she's so funny. And has such a great sense of staging. She's also wonderkind. She's like 26 or something.
Wow. Killing it.
26, 27. Anyways, yeah, she's awesome. And then I hired an editor from Goldie. I had 3 editors, and one wasn't working, and he's great. Ian. And then let's see. Then German Orozco is the art director, and he was my art director for my Goldie short and did the backgrounds. And then I brought him onto the show Goldie, and he did like consulting work, and also he was a regular background painter on Goldie.
Okay, cool.
And then he became my like art director for Strawberry Vampire, just because we really like working together, and he really gets me. And he and his wife did the original designs for Franny and some of the other characters. Yeah. And then so he did like for the animated scene, he did the background layouts or the ink.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And then just so happened that I made this mom friend named Holly Williams, who was a BG painter on a bunch of Cartoon Network shows like Summer Camp Island and Adventure Time, and really awesome. And she would like reached out to me, and she's like, I love Strawberry Vampire. I'm on hiatus right now, and I'm like really bored. Like, can I help you with Strawberry Vampire? So nice. And I was like, yeah. So it was just like a great team. And also likewise, like my composer, I didn't know who was going to do it. And then the composer from a show called Big Nate that I was head writer on, he was the composer, Freddie Weedman. He reached out and he was like, hey, Strawberry Vampire is so great. Let me know if you need any help. And then when I realized I still needed someone, I was like, hey, Freddie, would you want to do this? And he was like totally down. And he's already down for the next 2 animatics. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you want to... Should we draw each other's characters, or is that?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
You want to do that? Okay.
I'd be down.
Okay.
Do we have a time limit?
No. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep it quick though.
Okay. Everyone, Kiana's 100 times better artist. So don't, make fun of me.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull chat up also. I figure we could do Q&A for this.
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat while we draw.
Yeah.
Me.
And if you can double task and read the questions, or tell me.
I'll do my best.
I'm not a good double tasker.
I'm not either. I've streamed while drawing a few times, and like I do okay for like maybe an hour, and then afterwards I just like realize I haven't said a word.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I forgot you guys were here.
Okay, we'll do our best.
Did you have any original designs for the characters, or was it mostly made by others? For me, like I designed my characters just because I like character design. Yeah, what about you?
For me, I had an idea of like the style. Some of the artists who've been working with me have kind of like come to understand my style of show, so to speak, or like my kind of sensibility. Almost like what I would do if I was a slightly better artist.
Right.
But yeah, so German already knows like we have a similar sensibility, And then I kind of described like the kind of vintageness of it. So like the outfits were definitely going to be kind of reference the 50s and 60s.
Cute.
And yeah, I just love German's designs. Like he designed Glarn, her little goat friend. He's kind of like done an evolution of Glarn in since the pilot in like posts and stuff. And it's so like Glarn's really cute, but not in a typical way at all. You'll see. Like he's like his own new brand of cuteness. He's like a really lazy Strabanian goat.
Oh, cute.
But yeah, I'm basically working with just like my favorite people to collaborate with, you know, which is such a great feeling. That's like awesome. It's just a delight.
Yeah. Also, I have Millie here, and she offered to read the questions for us.
Oh, thank you, Millie.
Although I might need... Hello. I might need your... You might need to either unplug or share. Okay, cool. Just because it would be a delay. I saw a cool one in the chat that was asking about other indie creators or shows or movies you guys want to highlight.
Oh, I mean, Punch Punch Forever, I will always talk about.
What is that?
It's like it's by this artist called Speedoru. It's just like a really good, like, I don't want to call it parody, but it's like, it plays on like a lot of anime tropes in like a fun way. I think, when did he make the first one? Like 2023, I think? There's like 3 episodes out.
Guess so, it's been a while, huh?
But it's just so funny and like well executed. It's mostly animated by himself. Like largely a one-man show, which is crazy.
Is this recent?
2023 was when the pilot came out, and then there's been 2 more episodes since then, and then a Christmas special, and they look so pretty. Like the visual.
Is it indie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Can you put a link in the chat so I can look it up later?
Yeah. Oh, let me grab it.
I can also
so people can.
Yeah. Okay, Millie's gonna do that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's so freaking funny. It's like, do I want to say this? Yeah, it's like this Newgrounds humor. Like, I don't know if you guys like Smiling Friends and like Yellow Crystal Fantasy. It's kind of that, but like anime. Like, I know Newgrounds humor can be very hit or miss with people, but I feel like it takes the best of
It's Newgrounds? Oh, Newgrounds humor. Oh, okay.
Kind of
I didn't know they were still making stuff.
Yeah, no, Newgrounds is still kicking. And a lot of people have recommended I upload my stuff there, which I'm like considering. We'll see. But yeah, I highly recommend Punch Punch Forever. Outside of that, fellow Disney employee Brie Novakis did 3 tomes, which is an animatic as well, released on Halloween, or like, no, not Halloween, but like in October. It's been out for a little bit. And then also Wheels and Roses just came out as well, and it looks really good. Very pretty.
I want to give a shout out to Liesl Adams, who has just created like this really adorable preschool IP called Malcolm's Midnight Snack Mysteries.
Oh,
and so it's kind of it's inspired by her being a parent to young kids. But it's like, I feel like especially there's a lot of preschool kids slop on YouTube that has no soul.
Yeah.
And So I was really excited. So she did a Kickstarter, actually, kind of following in our footsteps a little bit, to do a short. And you guys can follow her on YouTube. It's Malcolm's Midnight Snack Mysteries, and she's gonna post her short there, I think, because she hit her goal. And I did
amazing.
I did a Substack feature on her last Tuesday. I also have a Substack for my kind of like little studio, little toughie, where I talk about my journey with Strawberry Vampire, and I also give tips on writing for animation and kind of my inner thoughts about being an artist. And also I do spotlights on up and coming, like little indie animation teams.
Nice.
So yeah, it's emilybrundage.substack.com if you want to check it out.
Any more questions, Millie, that you caught?
Yeah, let's see. I think something interesting for both of your perspectives. Oh my god, I lost it.
Do you remember the general question?
Yeah. No, I'll get there. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm getting there. Okay, so someone mentioned they wrote a pilot script but doesn't have artistic skills. How would you advise they start putting together an animatic because without the artistic skills, they inherently, like, a writer would need to have help. So I think it's interesting getting, Emily, you talked about it a little bit already.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what was kind of the next step for you, and what was the process like for you, Kiana?
Well,
I guess, I'll quickly just say, like, I don't think I have as much insight on this since I am an artist, but yeah, I would just reach out to people you know, and if you don't know any artists, like open call on social media. I feel like there's a lot of people hungry to work on indie projects.
Kiana, how do you feel though about having a budget versus not having a budget for your project?
It depends. Like, I think with like if you are working with friends, like largely it's okay. Like if they're okay and like you feel comfortable asking them, like I think it's okay to
like cold
pull in a
calls,
favor.
kind of.
Yeah. But I do think like if you are just like asking like a stranger or like somebody you don't know, it's kind of like I think you should definitely at least ask their rates and then kind of offer up your own budget of like what you can afford. I feel like a lot of artists, like including myself, like whenever somebody asks for help on something, and they like are clearly like it's very much like a passion project and like they're indie and like can't quite afford like a big like afford to pay like union rates. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll do my best like within what I feel like is fair for like
your time.
Yeah, exactly. Like I figure some help is better than no help. But I think it's worth asking people their rates.
As a writer,
like, even for my for the pilot, even though like most people did do it for free, I did ask everybody like what their rates were, and then either they would like they would be the one to be like, oh no, it's okay, I'll do it for free, which is really kind of them. But I would definitely have a budget in mind if you don't know anybody or like have friends that are doing the job that you need executed.
Right. Yeah, I feel like I come from kind of a different place as mostly a writer, where like I feel pretty strongly that you should have some kind of budget, especially approaching people you don't know. And I think like when I say budget, I mean like any kind of budget. just like what I recommend, if you don't have the funds or if you feel like you can't do a Kickstarter because you're not well known enough, is like creating a savings for it, almost like you would like be saving up for a computer or like a trip, and just putting a little into your savings. Like even if you worked a retail job, like putting $100 or $50 into that savings, and then over time, if you have like, I don't know, like even $3,000 or $4,000, like you can probably figure out some kind of little project, like even like a 2-minute short or something. And maybe you have your friends do the voices. You can't afford to pay actors, or just different like workarounds like that. And put the money in what you really can't do, like if it's animation or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I've kind of done off and on. That's being scrappy about it in that way.
Yeah.
A related question to that, Emily, if you have like a perspective, is someone was asking how you estimate your budgets. Like, how do you figure out what that budget is to even fundraise for or save up for?
So nowadays I actually will ask people in advance what their rates are.
Yeah.
So that I can bake it into the budget, whatever I'm saving up for or doing a Kickstarter for. Because I want everyone to make sure everyone I want to work with will feel comfortable, like with whatever it is. And especially if they're like taking time, especially if they're taking time out of like, instead of working on one project, they're working on your project, or they can only work on a few projects and yours is one of them. Like they need to make sure that it can pay their rent or whatever it needs to do, sometimes. So that's just something to consider, that if there's someone you really want to work with, even if you're not quite ready to launch the Kickstarter, like just asking, hey, by the way, what would you typically charge for a minute of animation or whatever it is, kind of thing. That way you can get a more realistic sense of how much it'll cost.
Yeah.
And you're not like undercutting anyone. Yeah.
Literally so much of making stuff is just communication.
Yeah, exactly. Like what's the worst that could happen? They're just like, they don't respond, or like that's I guess the worst that can happen. Or if they're like, fuck you. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, shoot. I think there are kids here. I think there are kids on this call. Sorry. What was that? That was fun.
Yeah.
But no, I think you can't really lose by just trying and asking someone. So
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Let's see.
I'm almost done with my drawing.
Oh no!
I'm done.
Questions.
Not very good.
I think there's like 3 questions I picked out. I'm going to consolidate 2 of them. One is, what's your advice for those who haven't worked in a studio or don't even go to an art college? What's your advice for them to build their network? And I think it's an important question for you guys to highlight too, because like I know a lot of art students get the assignment to like email an industry professional and set up time to talk to them. And so like, as you two are industry professionals, like what's your advice as well for like how they can approach that and like network with people, but without maybe being overbearing or something?
Yeah.
I think for me, social media, I feel like, I don't know, I've met so many people through it, and like I notice my like regular followers and like people who engage with me and are like I could tell are trying to engage with me on a level outside of like ladder climbing, which I have become like very aware of since college. Just like people who would never actually talk to me, like suddenly, like once I somewhere that they like want to be also like suddenly engaging again.
Yeah, I
That
noticed that timing sometimes too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I like I don't know. I it truly is just make friends and like
Hmm.
and like engage with people on a very like personal like on an interest level. Like I love when people talk to me about Pokemon and like Team Rocket and stuff and I'm like, "Oh my God, like we have something in common," or like
Hmm.
versus just like always asking and like talking about industry stuff. I don't
Did you
know.
know
Like
my
I'm also
husband's on
very
Team Rocket?
What was that?
Did you know my husband's on Team Rocket?
No way. Let's
Hmm.
go. A
His favorite
celebrity.
Pokemon is Meowth.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
We love Meowth in
Um,
this house.
yeah. Have you seen his origin story?
Yes,
Like
go West, Young Meowth. I love that
yes.
episode so much. I think about
It's
that
so
episode
amazing.
constantly.
It's so unlike like the other Pokemon episodes too.
Yeah, Meowth's built different.
Yeah, we watched that kind of recently.
Oh,
Um,
cute.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I think, yeah, really just kind of getting to know people for who they are versus their work, I guess. I don't know, that's how you build a strong connection with people. And I'm not saying that also like as somebody who is usually on that end of that. Like I also try to be aware of that when I'm talking to other industry professionals that I think are cool.
Hmm.
Like whenever I reach out, like if it is for industry stuff, I do try to like make an effort to like I don't, yeah, like engage on with them on like a personal level or just like a person.
Hmm.
'Cause like, and I think that's something like I have learned like having been on this side where I'm like, it feels weird to be put in like such a high regard a lot of the time. Like I am just a person. Like I just happen to draw a lot and like was blessed by the algorithm. Like I don't think I'm any more important or special than anybody else and like I don't need to be treated as such. Like I don't know, I'm just happy to talk to people. Like a lot of the people I meet at like Lightbox and stuff,
Hmm.
I feel like I tend
Lightbox is
to
awesome. If you
yeah.
guys ever have the chance to go to Lightbox, it's like basically Comic Con, but for just animation. Um,
Yeah.
and
I feel like
it's good vibes.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to connect with people there that will like I know it's like a networking event, so I'm okay. Like just to be clear, I'm okay with people coming up and asking like industry questions and stuff. But like I found that the people that like I remember the most and end up talking to afterwards are people who will like yeah, I don't know, talk about Pokemon or like animes that I'm watching or like stuff that I'm
So you
interested
have
in.
to talk about Pokemon if you talk
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Kiana, and then you'll be one of her best friends.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I think one thing I suggest, like if you're trying to, before you reach out on any kind of like professional level, is if you want to talk to them because you're a big fan, like it's okay to like tell them what you like about their work.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to like kiss anyone's butt or anything, but just like that's a normal like reason to reach out that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I love that you did this with pretty pretty please. Anyways, just want to say I love your work. Like that's a very gentle like way to reach out with that doesn't expect anything in return.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Also
hey,
just
letting you
like
know I'm here. Yeah.
yeah. Also just 'cause like I've noticed it more recently. Um like if somebody does give you your time, like say thank you. I don't know, it's been weird,
Yeah.
like it's happened to me and it's happened to like a lot of my friends where like we will like finally give in to like a student like email like
Hmm.
interaction or like an interview or something. We're like, okay, yeah, we'll give you the time. And we like say something and then like all of a sudden they're just gone without saying like thank you for your time. Like it's just weird vibes. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if like a lot of us are busy and I don't know, just be grateful to
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
show that
That's
like
a
you are
good
genuinely
note.
interested. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
That's good advice.
it feels like it shouldn't have to be advice. It feels
Yeah.
like common
Yeah.
sense, but I think we are slowly losing the
Well,
plot
it's that
on that.
parasocial thing that happens,
Yeah.
phenomenon, where like you feel like they're your friend, you know them, so you
Hmm.
can be like whatever to them. It's like,
Yeah. It's like, well, not quite, not quite.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah. Was the other ones you said? Oh yeah. Um, and then we'll do a drawing reveals.
Yes. So, two questions we're asking about how do you write for comedy, as well as kind of how is it different? Okay, so one was how has making your show been different coming from a background of storyboarding versus writing? And then
that's a
another
good
question was what's your
question.
method for writing for comedy? So I think it'd be interesting if you approach it like how do you approach comedy as a storyboard artist? Emily, how do you approach comedy writing, as a writer?
Mm.
You want to go
Yeah,
first?
that's really interesting because I do tend to like I boarded the pilot before writing the script, really. Like I had moments that I wanted to happen in like a
Uh-huh.
general like, oh, this is what I want like them to kind of say, but I don't really know until like I'm drawing it and then like I usually come up with funnier stuff or like I'm very like visual gag oriented.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always thinking about the gag that I want to set up for before I write it. And then like it's kind of like a
Mm-hmm.
weird backwards puzzle piece where I'm like, how do I get the joke to here
Mm-hmm.
and like fill in the gaps that way. Um, but I don't know, like I feel like I'm not good with words, so for me it makes sense to make the drawings funny and entertaining. And then the words for me are like supplemental or
Mm-hmm.
is that the right word? Is that
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the right word. The words help the visual for me.
Mm-hmm.
Which I imagine it's maybe the opposite for writing. I don't know. Yeah, I would love to hear your
Um,
take.
I think that with comedy, like I start from the very beginning when I'm brainstorming like for like an episode or story where it's like I think about what kind of general problems my character faces like in life, and then I try to find like the most humorous situation I could put them in
Mm,
to, you know, like I kind of try to set up the structure so it's like ripe for humor.
mm,
Like if something they have, for example, if something they have to do in the story is because of whatever they want, but I'm actually thinking about like how funny it's going to be when they do that thing in order to get what they want. Like,
yeah.
if that makes sense. And then with as far as like writing jokes, I don't really write jokes. Um, I think that my sense of humor is like not typical joke telling, where it's just like almost
Set a
comes from like
punchline.
yeah, it's almost comes from like the awkwardness of a situation or um, just the idea of something that's happening, or
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I like that brand of humor as well. I feel like that's a lot of the animated shows that I like nowadays too. Like Haha You Clowns specifically.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's just situations. Like there's never like an actual joke.
Yeah,
but it still makes me laugh.
Very character driven comedy. Where like it's just funny to hear the brothers talk. Like, you know, it's like you love their style of communicating, you know, like so I like that kind of humor better. I worked on a sitcom style show. I was head writer on a show called Big Nate, which was this show based on the comics, the Lincoln Purse comics. But that was like traditional sitcom structure, like Simpsons or Family Guy or whatever. So I learned how to write in that structure, which was like a good stretch, like good way to flex those muscles. But it was like writing a lot of jokes, like jokes, like every other line had to be like funny or, you know. And I love shows like that. Like I love like 30 Rock, you know, in the way that it's just packed with jokes. Yeah.
I really love 30 Rock.
I love 30 Rock.
It's so good. It's so rewatchable too. Like my husband and I love to watch it and rewatch it. Now that makes me, I think we need to start watching 30 Rock. It's such a, like, it would bring a lot of light to this time. But yeah, it's exhausting to write like that though. It's a lot of work. It's why they usually like have a room of people like pitching jokes. Yeah. Versus like on Big Nate, it was a lot of work because it was just the showrunner, me, and like 2 other writers. You know?
I see.
But anyways, yeah, it's not my natural style of writing. I just kind of like to find the funny in the, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vibe, characters.
Nice. All right, do we want to show our drawings?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Yours is going to be so awesome.
Oh, thanks. You haven't seen it yet, but all right.
You're gonna hold it up to the camera.
Yeah, like how else am I gonna do
That's
it?
fair.
Okay. Wait, let me get it centered. Okay. Ready.
Okay, let's do it.
Yay. Oh, it looks so good.
Oh, it's so good.
I love your Franny. Oh, she's so cute. Aww.
Looks so good. Perfect Ica.
Yours does.
Biblically accurate
I know,
Ica.
Emily, yours is so on model.
Yeah, what the heck?
Well, that's, I can't do anything imaginative.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Kiana, send that to me.
Yeah.
Please. So cute. Well, I think we probably are going to start wrapping up.
Yeah.
Guys,
that's a good amount of time.
It's been really fun. Are there any CTAs you want to call out? Any, you know?
Like upcoming?
They all follow you. But you're going to be on Dropout, right?
Your call to actions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nothing crazy. Like, I will be on, actually, whenever, I don't know when my episode's coming out, but, episodes start dropping January 20th, I think.
On Disney Plus?
Yeah, on Dropout. It'll be, like,
sorry,
their,
Dropout, yeah.
Yeah, on their specific, their platform. And then Magical Girl episode 2 will be out eventually. I'm definitely trying to get it out within a year of the pilot, so we're on the last leg of it, so I'm thinking either the end of this month or early next month, so a few weeks, honestly. It's feeling really good. I'm excited to get it out, but yeah, that's all I got. I'm chilling.
For me, I think if you're not subscribed to me and you're a fan of Kiana's and you're dipping your toe in Strawberry Vampire, give me a subscribe. I'll be posting other Strawberry Vampire content and probably a lot of like writing and developing animation kind of like teaching moments or conversations. So stay tuned for that. And then I also have a Substack called it's called Inside Little Tuffy Studio, and it's emilybrundage.substack.com. You can be a free or paid subscriber. You'll still see some different articles there. And also, I'm going to be doing a Kickstarter for Strawberry Vampire this year, which maybe you didn't hear because you weren't here earlier. But I'm going to be doing a Kickstarter to fund 2 more episodes of Strawberry Vampire, animatic episodes. And that will probably start, I think, in like February or March. So look out for that. And if you want to be like in direct contact about it, like hear about it first, you can also go to strawberryvampire.com and sign up for the mailing list. I also have really cute Strawberry Vampire merch.
I was about to say, I'm like, you have a merch store, right?
yeah. It's so fun. It's like designing my dream closet or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think that's it. And thanks for coming and being here. And especially thank you, Kiana, for talking to me and hanging out.
For having me.
And thanks, Millie, for just being so much of a help to us.
Yeah.
Sorry for all the technical delays and stuff, but I already said it. I'm a millennial. That's my excuse. And I'm new to this. So be kind. Okay. Well, have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Amazing.
Figure out.